Hey everyone, welcome again to Skottie Talk with Tyler and Dustin. How are
Howdy,
you
howdy.
doing tonight? You doing all right tonight, Tyler?
I'm doing well. Like you said, it was a long weekend. It's kind of a long week, but we're hanging in there. So
That's right. That's right. And if we look like we're tired and we look like we don't have much energy tonight, it's only because we're tired and we don't have much energy tonight. So please forgive us. I'll probably call Tyler by the wrong name at some point tonight, and he'll probably doze off, but we'll try to have fun either way.
exactly, just see the hat kind of start to do this, and so
Yeah. Yeah, I told Tyler before we got started, this is either going to be the best show we've ever had or the worst show we've ever had because I'm leaning my bet towards worst show just because I'm not feeling this night, Tyler, but we'll make it happen. Uh,
that
first
we
and
will we'll power through. So when in
yes,
doubt, joke it out.
that's right. I just don't have any jokes in me tonight, Tyler. I'm joked out completely. But first off, we want to say we're thoughts and prayers with Andrew. He had an issue come up with his sister, and we hope everything's okay with him. He was supposed to be on the show tonight. Andrew, a loyal group member who's also an employee of CGC. He was going to join us as be our special guest tonight, and he had an issue came up and was very sorry for having to miss it. But as me and Tyler both told him, family always comes first. There'll always be another Wednesdays to goof off with me and Tyler, but and he's welcome anytime he wants to come on here. We'll make it happen for him, and we just hope everything's okay with it in a situation he's got.
Yep, exactly.
But in lieu of that, this was something that we kind of threw together. Me and Tyler had joked, not joked. We had talked about doing this maybe off air a few weeks ago about just highlighting some of the posts in the group because our group gets quite a bit of traffic throughout the week, Tyler, and you're part of that traffic a lot of the times, posting different items that you pick up Skottie related, and it's a good night to kind of don't want to call it a throwaway night because there's some really cool stuff that our group members from the Skottie Young Appreciation Group on Facebook have added over the past week, but it's fun to look at it, and there's some really cool stuff in here.
There is, yeah, and like you said, I mean, it's like we talked about. Whether you're new to the group or you've been there for a while, like Seth, or you've got, most of the Skottie collection you already have and you're just getting rare pieces, or you're somebody who's new and picking up your first Skottie book, again, it's always fun to see somebody excited about Skottie and getting to find the group and find like-minded people who are into collecting his work. So, I'm always for, hey, I've seen that comic 10 times. Cool. Show it to me 10 more times, and it's always a blast. So
Oh yeah, no doubt. Any of the different books that get posted, and one of the coolest thing is the Wednesday whenever a new release comes out, and you'll see one book pop up, and then you'll see the same book pop up, and then it may pop up five more times. I don't care if it pops up 100 times, because to me it shows how much support that our group has for Skottie and the local comic book shop. So never, if you see someone has just posted the book, I don't care. I enjoy seeing it again, not because the book we need to see the book 100 times, but the fact that we need to see the support from the group is really cool. I appreciate that when anybody does that.
yeah, 100% agree with you there.
And whenever I'm starting to feel it, Tyler, I will post this tonight. It's not even working now. There we go. There we go. Okay.
I like it. I like it.
Yeah,
I didn't
it's
even know
gonna
we had
it's
stuff
gonna
like
be.
this. Like we're 11 episodes in. This is the first I'm seeing we've got stuff like this. So
Yeah, where does he get those cool toys at? I stumbled up on it on accident, so we'll probably be using it more often now. But low energy alert, I'm feeling it. Like Tyler said, Tyler had a great vacation or a great trip to New York City, and got to see quite a few awesome events. A Harry Potter store, he was saying, Broadway. So he's feeling it today. I stayed up too late last night, so I'm feeling it today. But we're here to talk Skottie, and we're going to push through for at least for Seth and Zach for showing up. We appreciate you guys showing up. So let's see what Zach put on here.
yeah,
So we're just consulting things about yeah, that's exactly right. That's exactly right. All right. You know what? I'm gonna take the ticker away. I'm feeling better now. After seeing Zach's comment, that's kind of helping me push through a little bit. So
Exactly. The
we'll
interaction, gets us pumped. So
there we go. First one of the night. Good Lord. Tyler, can you read that? I can't read. I think I put this up for
Francis, and I'm going to butcher this. I'll just stick with Francis. Their first Skottie signed book looks pretty good. Really happy. P.S. Does anyone know if Skottie autograph session at CGC happened? Yeah, I mean, I've only just gotten into the graded stuff myself. And I'm a super big fan that Skottie has his own label now. And I think that's kind of what really pushed me over into getting it, is him getting his own label and, being able to buy those directly from his shop, made me want to collect a few of these more. So definitely always fun to see. A 9.8 is always great. And I like the signature placement along the cable. So
that was a quick sign language you said.
Not quite.
Now this one, I highlighted this one first, Tyler, just because first post or first book. I'm assuming this is one that was bought off the Skottie shop and that Francis had purchased secondary market. But twofold, that's an awesome book. Congratulations on the awesome haul. Second, yes, the CGC signing did happen. It happened in Kansas City at the Skottie shop, and it happened the same week that Milton happened, I believe, in that area, in that same week. I'm not sure what week that was, but it was around the first week of October or so. So they've been with CGC for about 4 weeks now, which that's one of the questions we'll ask Andrew, kind of the process for those whenever he does come on here and the books get sent in. Now, granted, Andrew lives in New York, so the questions that we focus on CGC will be more so for like con appearances and things, but I'm sure he knows some of the inner workings of it. So any questions on CGC, I'm really looking forward to kind of picking his brain on those when he does get to come on.
Definitely.
It really does. Yeah. And the red on black and the fact that I normally love color signatures just because they pop, but whenever you have a two-tone cover, the black only sig looks really good.
I agree. Yeah.
And I don't want to forget, since Zach and I misspelled Zach, I think, on the wheel when I told you the spelling, but Zach and Seth are both on here. We'll have the drawing at some point tonight for the $25 Skottie gift card. Tyler has awesome enough to have all the names typed in the randomizer spinning wheel. So we'll get that kicked off here in just a little bit. I think there's 5 total names on there. Some are multiple times, but also I think Tyler snuck in a couple of names in there that I'm really hoping they win too. So we'll see how that goes.
Fingers crossed.
All right, next slide. Tyler, I'm gonna turn it over to you.
Yep, we got Jay Scott Free, who came across this little Marvel AVX poster that his LCS must have given him during the Secret Wars and totally forgot about it. And then Jerry Beza, my very first post, I got this today. Yes, I'm aware of the price tag, and that was a print, it looks like, of Rocket Raccoon, even signed by him there in the bottom right. So, or maybe a poster, I can't tell. It might be poster size, it looks like. But I mean, two great pickups. There's a few of those. That little Marvel AVX, that poster's on my wish list. And same with kind of some of those older prints, that I didn't have access to. I kind of keep eBay tracks, some of that stuff because I'd like to pick it up eventually. And again, just add to the Skottie wall. But the some that I have, like the new I Hate Fairyland, I don't have that one framed quite yet. So. I need to get more space first, then I can gather some of these older pieces.
Yeah, I think I had the same issue. The size of the I Hate Fairyland Volume 2, the big, it's like 18 by 24 or something like that.
It's a big one, yeah. I think same as the little Marvel AVX is the same. I think they're both that massive, kind of 18 by 27, or maybe it's more like you said, like the 24 by something. So.
I could look at. I asked for 2 frames for Christmas to have a frame for that one, and then the Me and You Love in the Dark, that like comic book poster or store poster. It's also got a kind of an odd size shape frame, so that's another one I've got to put up one day.
Yeah, that's one of the few. I've got the Me You Love in the Dark, and that's because I won a signed one from Skottie,
Oh,
and then
nice.
I have I have one of the I Hate Fairyland posters. The new story begins, Fluff My Life one. So I like it because it's like the contrasting, silliness of I Hate Fairyland mixed with the Me You Love in the Dark, which is a completely different story. So
Yeah, two different genres completely. Yep.
exactly, yeah, but both, befitting Skottie, and it's I love it. So
Well, these were both really nice to see on there because I wasn't as familiar with them. And like you said, every once in a while I'll see one of those prints pop up, especially in the one on with Groot and Rocket on the right. It's cool to see them just to know they exist. And our
what's funny
group does have.
too.
Oh, go on. Sorry.
Oh no, you can go ahead.
I was just going to say our group does have a checklist, and I've started trying to add prints to the checklist. So this will be a one I'll need to remember to add the next time I do that. So
Oh, that'll
I'm
be
sorry. Go
cool.
on.
Yeah, I need to get back to doing the visual checklist at some point. I started that a while back, and I haven't really worked on it. But no, I was gonna say I thought it was funny because I just recognized from the photo that that's a half price book sticker on the Rocket Raccoon
Oh
print. It
yeah.
looks like I'm very familiar. I loved half price books. Such a great store. You can get super super heavily discounted stuff. That's actually funny enough where I picked up my Oz omnibus was at a half price books. Unfortunately, mine didn't have the dust jacket cover, but it was very, very cheap compared to what it was at the time because it was hard to find omnibus. So
Oh yeah. Yeah. You'll bypass some dust sleeves if it means getting a really good deal on it. So yeah, I
yeah,
don't blame
I
you.
figured, and then it was funny enough. My friend picked it up new or something, so there was like some random deal or whatever that popped up, and I was like, that's fine, I've got it. So
Yeah, very cool. All right, this one. The only reason I grouped these two pictures together was the green and purple, or the green and pink color scheme for both of
mm,
them. But yeah, they're a little different. But if you want to read those off, please.
yeah. Yeah, Michael Rogers with the Tuesday mail call with the Mr. and Mrs. X, which you're very familiar with, Destin, and then the
Oh
Todd
yes.
Fitzgerald, who have a I Hate Fairyland wall, and I couldn't agree with them more. Just love this series. I'm the same way. It's most of the stuff I'd say I have up on my wall is I Hate Fairyland more than anything else. So, and I absolutely love those hardcover editions. The pink and the red look great. So, or green, sorry, the pink and the green. Sorry.
Yeah, that's that. And the statue has become such a rare statue to have too. There's
It
a
is, yeah.
I think it was I want to say 2015, 2016 San Diego Comic Con
Yep.
exclusive.
2015 San Diego Comic Con, because that was where I first met Skottie, and funny enough, got him to sign this statue. So
Oh,
definitely
cool.
one that I was super glad. I didn't realize at the time. I just grabbed it because I loved I Hate Fairyland, and was able to grab it, as well as the I grabbed the Groot and Rocket statue of him holding him in his hands. So I got both of those, and then funny enough, I also had him sign my two soft cover volumes for I Hate Fairyland as
Oh
well. So
man. Yeah, you knocked off a lot of items on that trip there. That was
it was, yeah, and then two
racked up.
prints, like two of my favorite prints I got. Like I was just like all in on the I Hate Fairyland at the time, so I was glad to see that stuff. But yeah, I mean, I'm especially glad now just because, like you said, it's just so difficult to find. Um, it's just so rare that it's quite a bit of money. It's up there with like the Wolverine and stuff in terms of how expensive it is. So
Okay, very. I was starting to spin out there for a second, so I'm glad you kept talking. I was
we
afraid
should have
this
we
would be
should have
dead
had
air.
pop up that
But
alert.
I want to
So
touch on Zach. Oh no! That, all of a sudden, that woke me up a little bit whenever I started to see my network get shut down. But I want to touch on Zach's note real quick here. I didn't want to bypass it from the half price. He
yeah.
said he had found 3 Scotties at half price for just $2 each. So yeah, definitely if you got one in locally to your wherever you live, please check them out because I'm sure you'll be able to find some nice treasures there.
Yeah, gosh, that's one of the main things I
Then I
miss
had a
is
note of
moving away from those. So it's such a great store, such a great chain.
well the one last note you had mentioned whenever you got the I Hate Fairyland, you got the Groot holding the rocket. or I mean, I'm sorry, the Rocket probably standing. I think the same year they had the exclusive. Was it the Rocket standing with a gun from like one of the Skottie's cover, his Rocket Raccoon cover?
It
The
it
only
might have
reason,
been.
maybe, well, the reason I was going to touch it that same year, I didn't get to go to, I didn't go to San Diego Comic Con, but Big Bad Toy Store had those available, and that was like the first statue. I asked my wife for that one for Christmas, and she got it for me. Of course, the tail came with the chip on the tip of the tail's chipped off, but I thought Big Bad Toy Store had them, and they discounted them, and they kept going to a lower price. And I thought, well, I'm gonna buy a replacement one day, and then they eventually sold out by the time I got around to it. And now that's another one kind of similar to this statue has jumped up in price quite a bit. So a lot of the older Skottie statues are getting more rare as the years go on.
Yeah, especially the ones like that, because it's so different than his other baby variants. Same with the Gert one, it was more of a deluxe statue than the other ones, along with that Rocket one. No, the other one I picked up was it's the Groot waving and he's holding little rocket in his hand. It wasn't, like the big exclusive. It was just one that Gentle Giant, had along with the other statues that they were releasing at the time. So I picked up that one. I do, wish I picked up that Rocket one because, like you said, now it's more expensive to get, and I'm sure that one, kind of similar to the Gert one, has issues with, like you said, the excuse me, the chipping or certain pieces that maybe broke off. So
yeah.
Goodness.
Well, for me, misunderstanding you, I had to throw up the low energy alert banner. Whatever you said, Rocket Raccoon, all I heard was Rocket Raccoon. So I completely missed the rest of it. So I blame myself 100% for that one. So low energy alert, that's a punishment for me.
No, so probably I'll give cause I got the plush for the visual as well. So I've got the statue. This is one of the few plushes I have. I love when they make these because I think these are just as good as the statues are. So
yeah, there's a good number of those too. I'd like to pick up some. I don't have any of the plush right now. That Skottie.
Yeah, I've got this one, and I've got in my bathroom the Spider-Man because it comes with a suction cup where I have him stuck to the mirror and he's just hanging down in there. So,
all right, there we go. Oh, speaking of statues, that's our next. Completely forgot about this next slide here, but you showed off your Hallows Eve statue last week, and it's growing on me so much. Mine is still en route coming, so that one, yeah, that's awesome.
It's cool. I don't know if anybody, funny enough that I think about it, I don't think anybody like really shows off the back, but I like, that it's got you can actually see, where they've cut out the holes for the mask and that they're black. So yeah, that Gert statue right. is a great one. So
yeah, so I mean, who are the two people on this, Tyler? I'm sorry, I
so we've got no problem. Yeah, we've got Dustin Murray and then Todd Fitzgerald again. Dustin, Dustin received his, and like you said, it's more beautiful in person and just in time for Halloween. He got 267 out of 500. Funny enough, I just realized because I hadn't made my post. I've been slacking on posts, unfortunately, lately, but I think I got yeah, I know. Yeah, I think I got like 63 or, kind of a lower number. And then Todd, posted a bunch of his, did a couple of pics of the animated statues. I have not a lot, but it's a nice collection. And then one of these things is not like the other, which I presume to be the plush. Or no, not that's Squirrel Girl. So trying to see. I can't tell at least from here, but I don't know what he's referring to. But I'm assuming there's a statue in there that, doesn't really belong. So.
Yeah, that could be a fun game. I did not realize that. I guess I probably should read better before I put these up because I did not realize he posted that. And I'm sure if you clicked on the picture, it probably expands it a little bit, so maybe you can see.
Yeah, I'm sure. Yeah, there's something on the bottom. Yeah, that's the tough one, Zach, because I'm the same way with the pins. I've not got a single Skottie pin, and it's for that exact reason where I'm like, I don't want to get into it because I know it's a whole other separate thing, but the statues, like you said, it's short-lived. They're just too good. I mean, they capture Skottie's work in 3D so well, which is, again, so interesting to me because his style is so specific and interesting looking. So, Yeah, I've I've got to get more myself, but I haven't got a fraction. I've even got less I think than Todd there. So
Well, that's gonna be a really cool show. Just to let everybody know, me and you've talked about this, but one of the upcoming shows will just be nothing but Skottie statues and talking about them. So I'm really looking forward to that. Just to be able to bring up the statues and like have a picture of the cover on there, so we can do kind of a one-on-one comparison and see how well they translate from the 2D to 3D.
yeah, no, that'd be great. A great comparison. And I'd love to. I've not done any research, but I'd be curious. Just how that stuff got started, and like you said, kind of like what we did, comparing some of the first ones to the latter ones. Maybe that'll be one of the slides. Is the first statue versus the latest statue, and just being able to kind of see the difference even in that quality. So
let's see. Okay, our next image. You want to hit the names up for those, Tyler?
Yeah, we've got Joel Job and then Eric Harner or Horner. I think it's Eric Horner.
Yeah.
But before that, Ray's comment. Yeah, I wanted one at San Diego Comic Con and then ended buying 7. Yeah, it's yeah. I mean, they're so good, especially how fragile they are. I've always kind of wished I had backups just in case. Funny enough, I had 2 Captain Americas at one point because they went super on sale at Best Buy. It was like $5 or something, and I was like, I can't not buy a second one. But I'm glad I did, because I dropped one of them and it broke, and I glued it back together and he was fine. But it was still like, oh hey, at least I've got that second one now, so I'm not as concerned. But yeah, it looks like Joel got the Absolute Batman they hadn't had a chance to post, along with the TMNT sticker there and the John shipping label, and then same with Eric Horner. They got the Ultimate Spider-Man 2, and I love the red signature on that one. So good, stark difference between the blue and saying the Stupid Fresh Mess sticker and another John packing slip. So
there was a little method to my madness whenever I grouped these pictures together. That was trying to figure out how to pair these up, and then, like you said, the Skottie Shop exclusives, the Stupid Fresh Mess stickers, and the John packing tags. One of the cool things is I was coming home from work today, I noticed that I guess the Batman had been shared by Skottie or by Stupid Fresh Mess page, so for that they had posted on, I guess, on Instagram, and it had been shared. So I was like, oh, we're going to see that again in a few minutes, and sure enough, there it is. See what it says. You're welcome, Zach. Once you get your first statue, there's no going back. I can attest to that.
That's very true. Yep, you just get more. So,
all right, I feel like you're taking an eye exam, because I'm making the font smaller and smaller.
Oh yeah, these are squished here. Yeah, Gerard Kearney, it looks like. Kearney Kinney.
Yes, one of our UK members, very loyal, faithful members.
Yes, his posts always crack me up. The way he writes them is so eloquent, wouldn't be the word, but it's so nice. Like, it's always like, and I always love that he thanks you. He's like, thank you, admins. I always love seeing that comment. But I love it's like a long, slow drum roll, and it's the red background. It's like, yep, I'm gonna post out piecemeal, all these things, rather than the most of the time people are just like, it's one big group shot, or it's just get it done in a few shots and that's it. But I mean, again, totally fair, especially being in the UK. I don't know firsthand, but I know that it can be difficult to get stuff like this over there, to be able to get these covers. So, when you get them, it is a special event. It's awesome to be able to get stuff like this, and especially from another awesome group member, Michael. So, great covers here, especially all the I Hate Fairylands. I know myself, I tracked down every single one of those covers I was missing. I had a good chunk, but especially some of these more exclusive ones, like the bottom left or that bottom right, I Hate Fairyland, we'll draw baby variants for money. That one was a super difficult one, to find, but thankfully I grabbed them all and I have the whole run. So it's such a cool set. Again, it's my favorite series, I think, by him still. So
it's a perennial favorite for the Skottie March Madness covers. We'll draw baby variants for food. I love that one too. That's probably probably top 5, top 10 for me, Skottie covers of all time.
Yeah, I was gonna say I definitely agree, and kind of like the missionary. That's one of my favorite self drawings of Skottie that he's done. Non-baby. So missionaries is probably missionaries is my favorite baby one. This one's probably one of my favorites, if not my favorite. Non-baby drawing of Skottie. So
I agree.
Very nice. Yeah.
Congratulations. That's a good one to get.
Yeah. Now we're getting to the hard hitting stuff.
Yeah, which one's hard to get? Which one is the
it's it's a toss up, but yeah, goodness, that Brick City bunch, yes. I'm with people, I totally would love to have that in the collection. And again, I'm not a big value guy. Like, even if that book were worth $10 and people were selling it, I'd still grab it, just because, one, I love that it's one of the first works that he did. But two, it was just really, fits that Skottie graffiti street vibe that he had at the beginning of his career, along with Human Torch and all those other ones. And then, not to discount the Morbius as well, because that one has continued to grow on me, because it's, him just drinking the blood like a pacifier. That's just hilarious. And interesting enough, I didn't catch this one, is it looks like I could be wrong, the Mexican version, the Spanish version. I could be wrong.
Yeah, I missed that too. Yeah, I missed that.
No, I'm sorry. It's Italian.
Oh, cool.
It looks like, I didn't read the text. I just proceeded to guess myself. Just picked up in Italy, and if you notice, the tombstone has been updated in Italian. That was Chris Reps. And then Jason Nielsen was, oh my, I didn't think I would get this one. And completely fair, because that one is, that's you don't see that one in the wild very often, and when you do, it's gone quickly. So
when you do see it, there's usually a fight for it, because there's several people that are looking for it, and there's the supply is not very much, the demand is great. So 2005 Brick City bunch, issue 2, cover B, Skottie cover variant. Yes, it is a very hard book to get. I do not own this one. I know a few people in our group do own it, so congratulations to Jason and all of our group members that are lucky enough to add this one to their collection. All right, I don't know. I don't think I had a pattern with these, so I can see Brandon's name.
Yeah.
And is that Sterling? What's his last name? I'm sorry, man.
Yeah, Brandon Strending, and then Craig McDaniel. Yeah.
Now, Craig, I know Craig, he was really kind during October to post a different spooky cover, because I was trying to post all the scary Skottie daily sketches throughout the morning, and then Craig would come in the afternoon or at night and usually post a Skottie cover that was somehow related to Halloween spookiness. So this was his post, just showing some of the books that he had gotten throughout the month that he hadn't had a chance to post. And then Brandon had picked up these books. And, speaking of statues, the Spider Gwen, it is one that is another one that's based, or statues based upon that one. So
there is, I don't have the statue, unfortunately. I do, however, have the Mini Heroes version, the plastic version. The short-lived, again, I'm very sad that it didn't take off as much as I hoped it would. It's a lot cheaper, and again, it's plastic, so I was less worried about them breaking. But I at least have the whole run of the Mini Heroes, in my collection. So those are cool. But yeah, hopefully one day I'll have the Gentle Giant as well. So
yeah, those, and I don't own any of those, Tyler, but I want to add those to my collection, just because, I mean, I really wish they would have taken off too. I think of the Skottie statues I've got, there's probably 3 or 4 that I've broke a finger off of, or broke something off of. And the feeling when you break a statue, how you feel. And so having them be a different material, the one that's a little bit more durable, would have been nice for them to run some more of those. But I mean, there's something prestigious about having the statue, but there's something very collectible about having the plastic or PVC, whatever material that is, version of them. So
Yeah, and I kind of like that. They started. I feel like what now Gentle Giant is finally doing with theirs, but I really like that they implemented more environmental, and other
Yes.
extra stuff around them. At the Iron Man especially, I love my Iron Man Gentle Giant, but the fact that he's got a miniature cityscape on the Mini Heroes version, I think is just such a nice added touch, and just gives a little bit more life and character to those. Kind of like a blank, cover around the character versus something like Moon Knight or Iron Man, where you've got more of the environment stuff behind them. It just adds a little bit more to that character and to that cover to kind of, give it life. So
I agree. I'm worried. I'm worried they're going to end up jumping up in price before I finally, get off my butt and get them. But yeah, they're. I'll have to try. They're on the Skottie checklist. I got to add them.
yeah, I was gonna say they're kind of similar. It's they're up there, and thankfully they're not too crazy expensive. It's just more so kind of still rare to
Trying to
find.
find them is the hard part.
Yeah, I was lucky enough. Because I originally bought Gwen and Iron Man, and I looked for all of them everywhere, and those was the only two I ever found. But I think it was earlier this year. I think it was earlier this year or sometime last year. I bought. Somebody was selling the whole set of all four: the Gwen, Iron Man, Deadpool,
Oh,
and
nice.
Thanos. And they were still in their packages, so they're currently up. I didn't take them out. I thought it was kind of cool to just leave them in there in their packaging. So I was glad to add those finally to have the other two to finish out the set, and then an extra, Iron Man and Gwen. So
just in case. Yeah.
exactly,
You can never have too many.
But anything could happen.
That's right. All right. This one, this is from the same. This is why I grouped these two together. Otto. I think
Yep, Otto. Yep.
What's his last name?
Again, I'm probably gonna. It's Cisneros or Cineros.
Yeah, I can actually see that one. I just couldn't pronounce it, so I was.
I know. It's exactly. It's a tough one.
So he had some great pickups this week.
Yeah, curse words. That's such a fun one. The Cable and Deadpool. Those older ones are really cool. I love that variance. That's another one of my top favorite Skottie self sketches. And plus, again, he's like, the joke of him doing baby variants, like, just a little, fun jab. And same with that little AVX versus Marvel, just this tiny little microscopic Captain America on there. It's like, you kind of have to zoom in and then that awesome, what if Deadpool was Venom and come again?
Is that the Turkish version? I can't remember.
I think that one actually is the new foil one, if I'm not mistaken. They came out the Virgin variant for it. I think
I missed that. I must have missed that.
The Turkish one, I think, still has the lettering and stuff. So I think this one is the newer one. Oh, it is Turkey, but it's just the Virgin.
We're both right. Yeah, so I can't believe I missed them. I haven't seen that one, so I thought I'd heard someone say that, but I cannot recall it.
Yeah, I'll have to check. I'm sure it's probably not. I'd love to pick it up because I don't own that original cover myself, and honestly, I think I like it the most Virgin like that out of all of them. So, even though it's the Turkey version, again, you only know if like looking at it's just a Virgin variant. So
yeah. I mean, really, from looking at it, all thing is it's not the original. But
yeah,
as long as they keep doing different variants of the different covers that Skottie's did, and as popular as he is, it seems like that's a trend that's going to keep on going. There's going to be probably a bit of confusion for newer collectors that may not be as familiar with the telltale signs of them.
Well, that's what people like us and Seth are here for in the checklist and everything. So
yeah, to try to help to keep everybody on their toes. The curse words, I will say this: the original art is out there for sale. I believe that's when I saw that was $1,000 for the cover art for it. You've probably seen it too, Tyler.
It's on eBay, right? On eBay.
It was. I hadn't checked it in a while, but I'm pretty sure it's probably still out there. It's been out there for a couple of months. So
it's been a while.
If anybody's interested in owning a Skottie cover.
Yeah. It's kind of like we talked about. It's just kind of similar to the Princess Carter of Mars. It's just less known maybe, or whatever it is that keeps it from being quickly grabbed and snatched up. So
no, and there's not any less detail or anything like that. So if you're ever looking for a Skottie cover, the published art is original art. Finding an Image comic cover that's, I hate Fairyland may have a little bit of a premium attached to it, but if you're looking for one of the books like this, or as Tyler is referring to, maybe a Bully Wars cover. That's usually your sweet spot for finding something $1,000 or less. The Hit Girl cover that I own was under that price, just because people love Skottie's art, but the Marvel characters, specifically Spider-Man, covers, those type of covers are usually packed the most premium. But these books like that, you can usually get a pretty decent deal on them for original cover art.
Yeah, no, I mean, it's like you said, it's so interesting to me to see, even Skottie's portfolio that he brought packed with art, and then some of those pieces just being so much more accessible than some of the Marvel stuff. Like you said, I mean, $500-$600 pieces where I'm like, I could get 2 to 3 of those, 4 of those,
Yeah.
same price as one of those Marvels. And granted, for me, again, it always comes back to, whatever piece resonates most with you. So, I mean, if that, Marvel piece is the one that resonates with you, then, saving up for it and buying it, I totally get and understand. But like you said, there's just so many cool pieces like that circling around, on the web that you can get to be one of those entry pieces. So
exactly. All right, push on through, Tyler. Push on through, man.
I was trying to see if I could find on eBay that piece. I was curious if it was still.
Oh man, I'll have to share it to the group if I can find it tonight. Speaking of indie cover, cover art, GJ posted this. Rosales posted this. He's got a great Skottie art collection, and I'm hoping one day he'll post them all together. I think he was talking about getting them framed and put up. But yeah, he's got an awesome collection of Skottie art, and this is a new edition that he'd added this week. So I added an image of the actual cover on the left there.
Yeah, sure.
You can kind of see. But yeah, this one's really cool.
Yeah, it's such a
clean
cover. Yeah, and I need to read the comic. I love Mark Millar's stuff. I love his worlds, and I've been meaning to read this one. I have that Sharky cover, but again, that's number 2. So I need to try and find number 1 and see if I can start the series. So
yeah, I love Skottie's vertical covers like this, where the action's taking place, vertically. The most recent one I can remember, like the Deadpool cover that he had, where he's shooting down the side of it with his gun. So something about the way they are positioned makes it really cool. But if anybody's in the
I feel like more of that, space, like you said, doing it vertically like that. So,
well, if anybody's in the Skottie Young Skottie Young Appreciation Group on Facebook, if you want to check out GJ's name, type his in the search bar and see the post that he's made. You can see some of the original art that he shared with the group before. And like I said, really, really good stuff.
Yeah, I don't know if I've looked up his specific post before, but that's a good thing. Like you said, it's really cool when, you see somebody who, especially, if they have quite a bit of collection that they've shared, being able to see all of their posts and be able to see when they got them and stuff is really cool. So.
Almost definitely. And this is just more vintage Skottie, and it had the Iceman. I can't see their names. You'll have to assist me on those if you don't mind.
Yeah, Adam Gallagher and then Keith Berkman.
All right, nice. The one that you're automatically drawn to. I love the Venom cover. That's awesome. But the Iceman cover, classic Skottie, first cover. It's hard to beat that one. But these are all great books here. So congratulations to both of these people on these hauls. These are awesome.
No, yeah, great. And especially with that Venom one, that's a newsstand one to boot. So again, I'm not a big, I don't need a newsstand version or variant and stuff, but I do think that stuff is interesting, that there's those variants and people, recognize the differences and stuff. But I'm missing like 1 or 2 from that Venom Twist series that I still need to get, that I'm trying to track down. But I do thankfully have Iceman and the new Warriors one as well. And yeah, it's just so cool. Like the history again, once I can properly put them in a comic box and be able to I want to do them by year, like I've seen other members do, and just be able to go through the years and see, the change in style and do it that way. So,
well, one of the more fascinating thing about the collectors of Skottie, is he's had so many different periods in his career so far that you'll have different collectors that really focus on different periods of his career, because you've got collectors that are pure baby variant collectors. They'll buy everything he does that has a baby variant in it. And then you've got people that whenever I post a new baby variant cover they did, they're like, I wish Skottie would do more of his traditional, graffiti art or the long, the tall figures. And so I was thinking, if every Skottie fan was 100% completist collector, books like the Venom twist there would be so impossible to find. But thankfully, there's so much of a focus on a lot of his newer work that books like these are still within an affordable range, considering more, I guess, more of the rarity of them, and that Skottie has, his career has rocketed these past few years.
Yeah, no, for sure. I mean, and like you said, it's, I think it's, also too a thing of, just people don't know about them. I mean, again, I remember joining the group, and I had followed, I followed Skottie since 2010, but, I didn't, I wasn't as fully aware of his previous stuff, because again, the baby stuff is what drew me in. And then, becoming a part of the group and then seeing people post these really cool, awesome older covers. And I did a deep dive and was like, I got to have all of it. I want all the old stuff if I can find it, just, to be able to have that kind of history and to see those older, different style covers. So, I hope that for everybody, whether or not, like you said, you collect them or you just, maybe you just want baby stuff, and that's totally fine too. But, it's cool, like you said, when this stuff pops up, I get kind of more interested just because, I love all the new covers, but it's fun to see people find stuff out in the wild like this and be able to post it. So,
yeah, especially when they can find it in like the dollar bins at their local comic shop, or as we mentioned earlier, a half price bookstore or something like it, because not everybody knows to look for these. Sometimes they can slip through the cracks, and you can get them for $10 or below. And sometimes you can't, and some of them are more rare, but it's fun to see people post these, and hopefully they get a good deal on them. But if not, they're still worth it. They're great covers.
Yeah, a lot nicer than finding it on Whatnot for sure. So.
Oh, is that what it says? I should have probably.
No, I was just making a jab at Whatnot. Going on there, it's a lot more different, the pricing variant. So
yes, you are 100% correct. Oh man, Tyler, we're almost there. This is going to be a short show.
I was going to say flash the low energy, flash the low energy.
Yeah. I'll catch you up here in a minute. Well, this is the last slide that we have for our group in review, and this is from, what's their name? What's it say there, Tyler?
I think it's an I or an L, but I think it's Giulio Levy. Again, I'm going to butcher that because it's an Italian name. But
the real reason I say this one to last, because for anybody that's been following Skottie on Instagram or the adventures that he's been posting to a story, he's been in Italy at the Luca 24, along with Jorge, and I saw my mind's with Morgan Beam, Jorge's wife, and there's the list of the artists and different people that were there were pretty outstanding. It was an incredible collection of artists and writers they had there, but Skottie was doing some quick doodles for fans, and the looks on the fans' face that I saw, I mean, we can't see this person's look, but the ones that did post pictures, they were just ecstatic to be able to get a fresh sketch from Skottie. And Tyler, we've talked about this before. These are rare. Skottie does not do this at cons, so this is a privilege for this person to be able to get something like this at a con. So.
Yeah, the remarks. Yeah, no, I mean, it's, again, he doesn't, do remarks at conventions anymore, let alone, sketches and stuff. And, we got a handful of people waiting on theirs from CGC, because that's, again, currently the only place where he offers something like that. So, somebody who just got a graded at CGC, this person got theirs in Italy from waiting in line, which is, even better in my experience. I love watching them, just quickly sketch, because again, they know the characters so well, and they can just quickly kind of knock out something fun. And even like Dustin and I said, there was one guy who got an Ain't No Grave remark from both Jorge and Skottie, because they were next to each other. And yeah, I mean, it's awesome, and it's cool because I'm glad that he was able to do that for people over there, because I'm sure he knows that people over there they don't get that opportunity to meet him. generally ever, just because, again, flying over to a different country is a lot more work than, driving a few states over, or flying a few states over to go to a convention that's near you. So definitely a special occasion for these people. And, I'm sure the signatures were just as exciting as maybe getting a doodle was. Because, again, I'm sure most people don't have a whole bunch of Skottie signatures unless you're buying from the shop, but that can be quite expensive for overseas shipping. So.
Exactly. So it was a great opportunity, and the people seem to be very appreciative of him coming over there and visiting and attending this con for 5 days too. I mean, that's a monster con. So
Yeah.
Based upon the images that Skottie posted from the trip, the food he was eating, and the friends he was hanging with, it looks like he had a pretty good time too.
It was, yeah. I loved watching the sketching and the drawings that he did, and like you said, the food as well. So definitely a fun time. So.
All right, I'm back, Tyler. I'm back. I can see the light at the end of the tunnel. So, any new collections? But before we do that, we've had several people on here waiting for quite a bit of time. So, for everybody that participated in our Halloween trivia event last week that we had, you got a point for showing up, and you got a point for answering a question correctly. So that's why you can see some people have multiple names. Ray killed it last week. He did a great job, did a really good job. So, we're gonna, I guess we'll just spin it and see who wins. To everybody involved.
Yep, I'm hoping it's either that Dustin or Tyler, and if it is, obviously we'll re-roll. We just threw that in there for fun, so that's what we were kind of talking about. But your money was on Dre, so we'll see if that holds here.
Big money, big money, big money, big money.
Just past Steph, and it looks like it's going to land on Ray.
Well, when you have a one, yeah, the odds were definitely in Ray's favor. He had a 1 in 7 chance, or not 1 in 7. Man, my math is not mathing right now. He had really good odds. So. Congratulations, Ray.
I'm spinning again just for fun, and it landed on Seth. So maybe we could have done one out of 3, but it was fun. I made sure to put the names. I gave everybody spaces and added everybody up. So
always a bridesmaid. Nice. Congratulations, Ray or Chandra. We appreciate you watching and participating and having high energy last week. Message me after the show, and I'll send you over the gift card code. So it's ready to go for you. All right, Tyler. Any new Skottie items in your collection this week?
Not on me. I know today they just dropped the new I Hate Fairyland, so I'll definitely be going this weekend and grabbing. Skottie made his post and he was like, "Which ones you grabbing?" I'm like, "All of them, of course. I've got to have all 4." So I'm definitely looking forward to grabbing those. Anything else that might be waiting for me there, but yeah, those are my pickups at least right now. So
very nice. Clan McDonald Comics does a weekly pull list post where because I've mentioned on here before, I use their pull list to get all my regular covers from to ship to my home, but they variants the 1 in 10, 1 in 25 ratios. They do a post in their Facebook group that you can do. So I did pick up the 1 in 10 and 1 in 25 from their Facebook group. So I highly recommend anybody going on there. I prefer you wait until after all the Skottie ratio variants have been released before you go on there and try to get them, because I don't need any more competition for them. But yeah, I've got 16 and 17 from them so far, so I'm working on getting the rest of them. This one I picked. This came in today. I'm not going to blow myself up for this.
Oh, nice! I like it.
Yeah, because I'm already having Wi-Fi connections.
Yeah, I love that.
So yeah, this one's. Whenever we do our Skottie statue show, we'll get more into the statue collections. But yeah, that one's really cool. And I will show this. This isn't a Skottie related item, but it came in yesterday. I picked this up.
Oh, nice! Did you get the free gift with purchase of the Xavier with the?
Boom. Then also, I'm as excited about this freebie as I am Professor X.
Yeah, I did like that freebie as well. I do like that they give those out, and Yeah, I've still, funny enough, I've still got an Easter one laying around here that I got earlier this year with some Lego that I purchased. But I was able to see that in the Lego store in New York. I saw the mansion finally in person, and that'll be a fun build. I like that one, the playability on it of being able to remove the
Very
rooms
good.
and just all the characters you get. It'll be a great set for sure. And I love that exact. I understand the free gift with purchase idea, but I wish some of those they'd offer for purchase because I love a little Xavier in the danger room. So
I know that's one of the reasons I would have waited to purchase it, but I mean the secondary market on the Professor X, the Cerebro, is already going for somewhere between 70 and $80. So
yeah,
I thought I might
yeah,
as well
those
try to
ones,
get it for free while I can.
yeah, they're crazy on like the first, the first bit whenever they first drop, and that's what people do. They'll go and grab the sets they know they want, and then some of them will flip
Yep.
those, smaller ones, and that money goes towards the set they just bought or whatever it is. So, um, yeah,
Oh yeah, you can knock off 25% of the price of your set by doing that. And the
yeah,
you're a Harry Potter fan. The bank, whenever the bank set came out, uh,
Green God.
I really wanted to get that one. Yeah, for the gift with purchase, and I didn't. So I've not been in too big of a hurry to get that one yet. But I will try to get that one before it retires too.
Yeah,
But
I
it
definitely
had
have
a
to have
really
that.
cool gift.
I finally got the Diagon Alley set, and what's cool about the Green Gots one is that Green Gots fits in with that Diagon Alley set, thankfully. So I definitely will have to get that one at some point to finish off that area in that set. But that one's still in the closet. I don't have space for that for that set currently, unfortunately. But I look forward to being able to put it together when I eventually do. So
Well, the only Harry Potter like Ultimate Collection set I got the Weasley house that came out a month or two ago.
oh, the Burrow,
But
yep,
the Burrow, yeah, my mind's you can read the screen. My mind's completely fried
that's
right
why
now.
it's
It's going
tough.
completely blank.
Exactly.
But yeah, I want to go back and get all those different series because they'll look awesome sitting next to each other. But Lego releases too much good stuff. We're going to get into a Lego discussion, but it's hard
I know
not to whenever
it's tough. I'm right there with you. It's Skottie and then Lego and then I mean I got a whole bunch of areas I put my money towards, but Lego for
yeah.
sure is a for sure bet. I dropped it when the Fortnite ones came out. I pretty much grabbed all of them except one of them. So it's tough. I especially love that they're getting more into adult sets for collectors and more display kind of pieces that appeal to me now that I'm older versus something that maybe wouldn't have been as appealing as a kid. So
Right. That just means you're a diverse investor. I mean, it's I tell my why have a 401k when you can have Legos and Scotty art. So
yeah, I just need to catalog it all. If this stuff went up in flames, I don't think unfortunately I'd quite get back. Everything that this would be worth. So that's my one thing. I need a list for it all. So
yeah, it's the leak I saw today too had the Arkham Asylum as one of the adult sets for Batman for Lego coming out soon. And I thought that's going to be an awesome one to get to because any of the Batman ones they do the minifigures associated with that
yeah,
are awesome.
yeah, I would have loved the Batcave. I don't have anywhere to put it, and it's quite an expensive set, but I absolutely love the Batcave one for its display abilities. So
I had to put a disclaimer so we don't.
a Lego
How many of
disclaimer.
these can I put at the bottom of the screen? No. This was a. There we go. Sad that I don't want to give bad investing advice on here. I would feel bad if I directed someone the wrong direction on that. So, but once you invest in your 401k and IRA, Ross, and all that good stuff, then you can buy as much Legos. And I mean, in fact, I'm trying to get to retirement so I can have time to build my Lego set. So that's the
completely
plan here
fair. It's
long term.
completely fair. Yeah, exactly. And bask in all the Scotty collection. So
That's exactly right. In my old age, I'll be sitting at a table with a Lego set in front of me, staring at a wall of Scotty art. That's the good. Hopefully with my grandkids there with me, not the ones I don't have. All right, here we go. This is the issues that we had talked about earlier. The I Hate Fairyland And Previews was nice enough to edit it for me, so I didn't have to do any edits on the cover B. So
Very
I pulled
nice.
those from Preview. So this is the cover A, B, C, and D. Cover C is the 1:10 ratio variant by Skottie. Cover D is the 1:25 virgin black and white ratio variant by Skottie. And Brett Bean, of course, did the cover A and cover B. So looking forward to adding these to the collection.
Yeah, these would be super cool, especially, if you've got the Oz covers. Again, we've seen that comparison with the two. So
yeah, and then, I mean, we've talked about this before, and we'll probably talk about it many more times. But each one of these that comes out is such a thrill to see who he's homaging back to. And granted, we had the Lion King, and we've had the different characters, the Pinocchios, and all those. Man, I'm telling you, dude, we got about 5 minutes left, or I'm just going to be blubbering in a minute. But yeah, these have been so much fun.
I hear you on that one. So
yeah, old Dustin doesn't work too well on 2 hours of sleep, so we're gonna push through this. Pre-orders at the Skottie shop. We had a breather this week. There was. So our wallets are safe until they announce the next big Marvel 27 set coming out next week. So we'll
exactly, yeah. So you can save that gift card for now, Ray, and wait till something big comes out. So
that's right. Right. Let them add up, my man. All right. And speaking of gift cards, perfect segue, Tyler. You're a whole lot more with it than I am. I'll say that today.
These are honestly off the cuff. These are just rare circumstance that, I'm not intentionally doing any of this, but I'm here for it. I accept the gratitude.
Happy accidents. So
exactly.
Only 7 weeks till Christmas. So if you don't know what to ask for, and most men in our age range or females in our age, well, I'll speak for myself. I don't really know what to ask for Christmas from people. So if anybody insist on buying you something, send them to the Skottie shop and ask them for a gift card, because I guarantee you'll be able to find something on there that you want to buy. So there's the link to it, SkottieYoung.com. Click on the gift card tab under the store and get it $25 up to the limit. Whatever you want to. Go crazy.
Yeah, the skies, 1,000. I'm telling you, if I got 1,000 gift card in my stocking, I'd be jumping for joy. I'd be throwing that immediately toward an original art piece for sure. So the only thing about these, I wish I got one of these one year for my family, and I was a little bit bummed because it was just printed out on paper. I was expecting, they mail out. I don't know why I expected them to mail out like a plastic card, and I was like, "Ooh, I'll get to keep the plastic card, and it has their logo on it." And so that's my only thing is I wish that there was a card we could actually purchase physically just for the fun of it. But maybe I'll make my own and kind of hey, that was my gift card. So
there you go. But yeah, they're the perfect gift though. Like you said, stockings. Whether you want to get it, put it in a stocking stuffer, wrap it, put it in a box, or just email it to someone that you may not live close to, and you don't want to waste postage on sending them something. This is a whole lot better. A lot of times you get somebody a $10 or $15 gift, and you got to pay $10 to ship it to them. This one you pay $25, and they get more bang for the buck, and then they get to buy something that they'll truly love. And if they don't know who Skottie is, they'll learn to love it. So. They'll like it or love it.
At least we're hoping they will. So,
yeah, satisfaction not guaranteed. So. All right, we're at an hour. We made it. I didn't think we'd make it an hour tonight, but we are going to do a Heroes Potential fan meetup sometime in the future, 2025, 2026. Who knows? Tyler will be there. I'll be there. Will you? That's the question.
I'm hoping. Fingers crossed, but I'm definitely gonna try my best to. So
yeah, if me and Tyler aren't there, y'all can still show up and meet. Just let us make sure and send pictures, please.
Exactly. Just make sure to stop by Skottie's booth. They get really upset if you're not stopping by multiple times a day and bothering them. So
oh, that's right. That's right. And asking tons of questions. All right. Thank you for everybody that showed up today. Thank you for everybody that participated in the Halloween event last week. I've got a new comment. I can't see what it is because I can't. Let me see. Ray My friends are getting Skottie baskets for Christmas. That's right. Be the Oprah, the Skottie Oprah, as we've said before on this before. You get a gift card. You get a trade paperback. You get an omnibus. Your family will love you until they don't. All right, Tyler, I think we did it. I think we're going to call it a night.
We did.
I'll say goodbye now so Tyler can sign off the way we always do.
Yes, you guys stay fresh, stay messy, because we're definitely messy ourselves. And, like we said, when in doubt, joke it out. And again, just have fun collecting Skottie. And, I hope to continue to see more people show up to these and chat with us, because I know I enjoy it. I know Dustin enjoys it. And hopefully everyone else does too. And, even for those who hopefully watch this, after the fact, I just hope people have a blast, even on our low energy episode here. So,
yeah. Peace out.
Catch y'all later.